Hello everyone who's here. Now we have to review recent NXT In Your House 2022 show. And yes, just because they're now not called takeovers, doesn't mean I'm gonna stop making NXT videos. Let's go. Ikemen Jiro defeated Dante Chen, but it was a dark match, so I don't care at all. In the first normal match, Legado del Fantasma took on the D'Angelo family in a 3-on-3 tag team match, with a condition that losing team joins winning team. Legados were way too overconfident, because of the fact that they're much more experienced than Tony D, Stacks and Two Dimes. But it was exactly what D'Angelo family played on, as they were completely focused, tricky and crafty. The most interesting part is where Electra Lopez gave brass knuckles to Santos Escobar. Stacks gave the crowbar to Tony D'Angelo, who attempted to hit Joaquin Wild with it, but he took it away and attempted to hit him back, but missed and hit Stacks while Tony D took out Santos Escobar, took his brass knuckles and knocked out Joaquin Wild with them, what allowed Two Dimes to push Stacks on top of him and get the pinfall victory. And look at the face of Santos Escobar after he realized what happened. Overall, my opinion is that I don't understand what's the point of matches like this. Loser can just refuse to comply and then what? It's not backed up by anything. Legado can still beat their ass if they want to. Cameron Grimes returns from the moon to defend his NXT North American Championship against highly motivated former champion Carmelo Hayes. It's their first one-on-one match since Grimes won the gold. As for the match quality, listening to never-ending dispute between Vic Joseph and Wade Barrett was better than watching the match itself. That's just what it is. These two don't have that magical chemistry. In total, Grimes was slightly better, but Trick Williams got involved many times. That's why it took Grimes to cave in Williams to get rid of him. But then Carmelo took advantage and hit his finisher from the third rope to win back the NXT North American Championship. It's interesting what's next for Grimes. I think it's either NXT Championship title shot or main roster call-up. The Creed brothers finally get their 2-on-2 NXT Tag Team Championship match without having to go through 4 teams before. This was high pressure situation for Creeds as their family supported them from the first row. And if they lose, they're out of the Diamond Mine. Even though I don't understand what will they lose except getting rid of annoying Roderick Strong. In the match they were storming through Pretty Deadly, throwing them around. As for Pretty Deadly, their game was tricking, avoiding damage and taking advantage. So they tossed championship belt to Julius Creed to distract him, but it only motivated him even more, and after that he hit amazing shooting star press and the clothesline to pin Elton Prince and finally, triumphantly win NXT Tag Team titles. Also, I can't help but to mention how awesome Brutus Creed is, how powerful he is. He is really exclusive physical specimen. Moving on, it's the main event time where Bron Breakker defends his NXT Championship against Evil, Diabolical, Mysterious, Bray Wyatt's younger brother Joe Gacy. And if Breakker gets disqualified, he loses the championship. So everything Gacy has to do is to make Bron go crazy and hit him with some object. And of course he took one famous thing from Bray Wyatt's playbook to bait Bron. First part was just a normal match, while the most interesting things occurred in last 4 minutes, where Joe Gacy's followers started involving, and while referee was distracted, Gacy hit the ground with a chair, threw it into Bron Breakker's hands and fell. Famous Eddie Guerrero's trick, which still works to this day. Referee was about to disqualify Breakker, and just at the last second, another referee stopped him, and it's the only thing that saved the day. Just right after it, Gacy tried to pin Bron via inside cradle, who kicked out. Then Breakker speared Gacy from the ring through the commentary table, hit signature bulldog, but Joe kicked out and offered Breakker a steel chair, who gave it to referee, what allowed Gacy to hit low blow and try to win via roll-up. But monstrous, powerful Breakker still kicked out. And even more than that, it ignited the fire in his eyes, and he took the chair to smash his followers, hit Gacy with thunderous spear, and end him with a massive power slam to retain his NXT Championship. Their feud reminds me of Roman Reigns vs Bray Wyatt from 2015. This is similar in many aspects. Also, I have to tell that Breakker is already doing an amazing job. He's just 24 years old. He's less than 1 year in the company and he's already 2-time NXT champion. An incredible athlete with high speed and great power. Also, he's getting better and better on the microphone, so there is no limit to his potential. Austin Theory is not even close to his level. Bron Breakker must be the next face of WWE after Roman Reigns. As for the show, 8 matches for the NXT takeover is a rarity, and that's why it was a solid one despite matches were quite short. 7 stars to the show. Thanks everyone once again. See you later.